Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. This video today is for EA Sports FIFA HD Vancouver, Canada, North America, Earth. It's not really a rant video, but more a message to EA video because another day of content has come and gone, and it's left us feeling underwhelmed. So I hope EA are taking notes like they said they would, because this level of content and the way that it makes us feel is just not it. And again, they said they're going to take notes and listen to the community. Here is that opportunity for them. I want you guys to get really active in the comments as well as we talk through things today, because I know that EA is watching this video and they're watching me, and you are watching me not be able to log into this game right now. But we do have a little bit of hope for content today. Maybe it's copium instead of hopium, but the daily sprint leagues that we saw leaked in the menus, hopefully that's coming out today, and a new icon player pick, potentially including the Shapeshifters team 2 of Dino and Cruyff could be making some waves. We're going to talk about all of that and investing in PTG cards as well. Let's get signed into this game, and if you're enjoying the videos on the channel, make sure to drop a thumbs up and of course subscribe if you are new. All right, now that we are back in, let's take a look at that content that wasn't so great from yesterday on Saturday. First, in objectives, the Flash Rush event that we get every single week is released. The opening ceremony is what it's called this time. And what I've noticed here is that, of course, the requirements are the same, but I think the packs are worse. Only an 85 double is the group reward, and an 81 3 and 82 times 3 as some of the individual rewards there. I mean, if you wait for Saturdays to go and play Rush to get both the Rush points and the new Flash objective done, and maybe even triple dip to get Evos done in that as well, then you can go ahead and do that. I've personally been playing Rush to get Evos done recently just because it's the shortest time spent in game, in my opinion, to get Evos done. I know a lot of people do squad battles as well. But that's now there for the triple dip option if you want. Also, since I'm here on the screen, I do want to mention what is going on here with the I Love EA Bronze team. Saw some of you guys commenting on yesterday's video about that. Guys, this is just a simple pack theory, a tinfoil pack theory as we call it, back from like FIFA 19, FIFA 20. For some reason, I put a bronze team as my active squad back then, and I felt like I had better pack weight, and I was packing better cards way back when. So that's all that this is. It's just a simple pack theory. Try it for yourself, open some packs, see if it works. It probably does nothing, but I think the whole thought process was if you have a lower rated squad, maybe EA will think that they need to help you out to like keep you involved in the game as your active team. So that's kind of all that was. But I saw some of you guys commenting about that, so I had to mention it. Now, let's go to SBCs, where our 84-10 did not refresh. I'm a little upset about that, but the 85-5 combo is a great pack as well. We've talked about it many times, as it's been released many times, and I like it. My favorite thing about this, actually, is not the pack, it's the requirements. So easy to do. Instead of an 85 squad, it's an 84 squad with a team of the week, and I've got gobs of 84s from doing the exchange packs, from doing the player picks, so I will gladly put them into this with one team of the week and have each and every single one of those 85-5s done every day without even batting an eye. I do miss the 84 times 10 though, because it was so many players. Obviously, 10 players is great, and I'm sure we're going to see that come back, because once we get into the footies time frame, the 84-10 and 85-10 are going to they're going to be everywhere, and those are going to be the packs that we do kind of all summer. But the 84-10 going away is a little bit of a bummer, because like I was starting to feel that 84 times 10 vibe, hoping that maybe it would come out like 7 times a day instead of 5. But I guess we're not quite to that level yet, according to EA. So that's that upgrade pack from yesterday. We do have a Showdown SBC. This one was not leaked and I guess kind of random, but it does make sense as EA's kind of turning the corner for the content into the Women's Euros tournament. We've got John Francois, definitely butchered that one, sorry, and Jess Park. We've got England versus France. And guys, just to take a look at the schedule, this game is being played on Saturday, July 5th. It's a Group D game, which is the group of death with Netherlands, Wales, France, and England. Some of you guys commented on yesterday's video saying that with these PTG cards, that is a really tough group because those are some big name teams and some of them highest rated or highest odds, as we looked at in yesterday's video, to win the Women's Euros. So with these Showdown cards, they're very cheap. I know they're not getting a ton of hype, but the hype here potentially is with the upgrade. The winner, the winning nation, the player will get a +2 overall and a playstyle plus. Those are the new rules for the Showdown cards. We haven't had a Showdown in a hot minute. I think Ansu Fati may have been one of the last Showdowns we had, unless I'm forgetting somebody. But I think back then they were going from 2 playstyles to 3. I'm sure these would go from 3 to 4 as well, and then get a +2 overall. In the event of a draw, I think it's +1 to both. I don't know if they both get a playstyle plus though. Have we had that since they've changed the upgrade criteria for these cards? That I can't remember. But, you know, they're 30, 40,000 coins each to do. So it's pretty easy to get them done if you want to stash them into the club, have some skin in the game. Potentially 96 rated cards with a 4th playstyle plus could be decent. So I know there's not a lot of hype there, but just kind of remember the Showdown upgrades because that might be happening a bit more often during the Euros. Man, makes me wish more that we had some Showdowns for the Club World Cup with some of the unique matchups, especially as we get towards the end of that tournament here. Really wish we would have had a little bit more there. Last thing to mention from SBCs is we did not have the refresh, as I'm going to go open a couple of player picks here and talk about player picks. We did not have the refresh of the historical icon and hero player pick. I was actually a little bummed to not see that refresh because for the last 4 weeks now on this game, I believe, because we had the historical icon pick for 2 weeks, and before that we had the 1 of 15 regular special card player pick. We had something to kind of grind for that was unique. I know we had the 92 plus TOTS pick that's out right now. I guess that replaces the Encore pick. But man, we love the Encore pick and the 1 of 15 from a few weeks back just because it was very unique. Wow, okay, look, there we go. I finally got a special card, Miedema. So we have a Netherlands striker card, Manchester City, low-driven tiki-taka finesse. She is 4-star, 5-star. Guess we're going to be rooting for the Netherlands a little bit as well. Finally got a decent pull there. I know she's not that expensive, but we'll take a PTG live card, Harry Kane, and the rest of that's going into exchanges. Also, I used some of my 87s and 8s from the club to complete the Mallard SBC because that was one that I mentioned yesterday was kind of a must complete, and I got that one done as well. So she's not there for my fodder. She's already been completed. Let's go to Evos, where this is where it really kind of, once again, brings out the frustration in the content for, I think, a lot of us right now in this game. Because Evos have been such an integral part of FC25. When the Evos are not cooking or even not feeling worth it at all, even for a 50,000 coin Evo, man, it's just kind of frustrating. Now, this Spread Your Wings Evo gives a good boost. It was leaked, right? That this would be an Evo that gives a pretty good boost. It does. The pace and the dribbling going to 96 is fantastic, but it only goes to 3 playstyle pluses. Once again, you've got Quick Step as the first playstyle plus, you've got Incisive, and you've got Low Driven. Actually, some of the best Evo combinations coming out of this are on players that have 1 or 0 playstyle pluses, because that means you can get the Low Driven plus playstyle. Like this Anthony Gordon card here, that's a pretty solid card, to be completely honest, because he has no playstyle pluses from the Track Stars promo earlier on in the year. I've even seen some people evolving Gold Tail Hernandez. Gold Hyunmin Sun is actually one of the top cards coming out of this Evo because he has some really good stats and some good playstyle pluses are given to him there. But yeah, for 50,000 coins and how restrictive the requirements are and it not getting 4 playstyle pluses, that is again just feeling not good. One thing that I'm actually just tweeted about because I was thinking about it, realizing this. Sure, there's a couple cool cards that fit into this Evo, right? But Evos are starting to fall behind even the paid season pass and the free season pass cards. Like looking at my team, I think I have like three at least of the season pass players in my squad right now, and only like 1 or 2 Evos, and most of the Evos that are in my actual squad, not the bronze squad, are like the 500k or of course the 400k Yashin evolution. So yeah, with Evos, that's really where the conversation starts today, guys. This is where EA needs to take notes, and it's not just about evolutions, it's about the whole entirety of content in the summer. From Team of the Season onwards, if they're truly listening to the community's requests, like they've said that they're going to in FC26, like we got to make some requests, guys, because we don't want next summer, especially with the World Cup, we don't want this to happen again, to have a game where maybe even after Team of the Year onwards, we feel like the content is lackluster. I've got 3 points I want to make today, but again, the first thing I want to mention is get in the comments and voice your opinions, because I know for a fact EA watches every single one of my videos. They've told me that before. So I'm going to pull on that and just kind of, you know, show that to you guys and say that to you guys today, because hopefully they're going to get in the comments and see some of these things, and we can create some requests that hopefully turn into better stuff for us this year and next year. So that's why I want to mention that and kind of hold them to this as well, right? We just talked about one of the biggest comments from a senior producer at EA recently being said that he's never seen such a big difference between games, and they're really giving a huge priority to what the community asks for. First thing I want to talk about is, I think a lot of you guys can agree with this as well, right? Promos that go longer than 2 weeks, especially right now after team of the season, where we just had what, 7 weeks or 8 weeks of team of the season. We have 3 or 4 weeks of shapeshifters. I think we got to scrap that. Maybe like winter wildcards is fine as 3 weeks as well. But the evos in that and the content in general is so good that it doesn't really matter. But man, these longer promos, maybe it's just because we're used to like TikTok now and everything moving super fast and shorter attention spans or whatever. But man, the content has just not felt great in these longer promos. We get kind of bored of them. So that's the first thing I want to mention. Second thing is, this is more of a broad overarching term. I think they got to control the power curve way better in FC 26, especially from Team of the Year onwards. Team of the Year was amazing this year in one regard, but now that we look back on it too, we've talked about this, it feels like it was also the start of the problem of the power curve since the boost was so big there. SBC is like the Gareth Bale, the Team of the Year blueprint, 500,000 coin Evo that some of us used in our teams up until Team of the Season. That's crazy that we were able to use them for that long with that power curve jump at Team of the Year. Now at the end here, we're getting 3 playstyle plus cards as common cards. There's 4 and there's 5. We're wanting to go to the 4 and 5 consistently, but EA is not wanting to go there yet because we're still in June. We're not quite to footies. And I think that's part of our frustration at the moment is we value cards feeling worth it. And right now, 4 playstyle pluses is kind of the norm because there's a lot of 4 playstyle plus cards out there. Yet we still get 3 playstyle plus evos. They don't seem worth doing or spending coins on for sure because of that. And the third and final thing is you're just seeing it in front of your face. The Packweight. I know we have exchanges. Thank you, EA. That was great stuff. But it feels very demotivating to open packs. And that's kind of been the case from Team of the Season onwards. I know the packs each year get crazier and crazier and crazier. But when you sit here every day and you open your upgrade packs and you don't even see like some of the fodder cards, like, yeah, sure, I'm getting good fodder in this, 89s, 88s that are going to go into exchanges, but like, it's that colorful flair we're chasing. It's the fact that we feel like we can pack a promo card that we're hoping to feel. And when you open your packs every day, as I've just done, I did pack 1 promo. Granted, I got lucky. On Friday when I did those 86 plus picks, I didn't pack any promo cards. Let's see this last 85 combo pack here. Nothing. So I do 1 promo card out of all of those pretty high level pack SBCs in one day. Not even like a fodder 94 or 93 shapeshifters. Like that's kind of what's demotivating as well. And sure, part of it could be because we're feeling tired of the content, but then I go and do exchanges with all those high rated that I just packed to try to hit more high rated fodder and have a chance at a good promo card. And I feel the same way because I'm not packing that many promos. So Packweight's always going to be a conversation on this game, but I think EA's got to find the fine line of making the upgrade packs feel like they're worth it, and making the packs in general feel like they're worth it on this game, because that's what motivates us to do pack SBCs and to get in the menus and do the exchanges and stuff like that. So we've had some good moments of content during Shapeshifters. The Yeshin and the Check, the Zidane Evo I at least thought was pretty cool. I honestly think, again, I mentioned the Season Pass already. The Season Pass this season, I think, has been one of the biggest W's in terms of the players that we've gotten. I know that we've completed it for a long time now, but you look back here at level 25 and this Granit Xhaka or the Premium Pass of a card like Oblak, Maignan, Jorginho, whoever you took from here as the free and the paid, those guys are better than like anything else we're creating from evolutions and most of the SBCs that we're getting right now. And that wasn't even all those cards in the paid Season Pass. And those cards we've unlocked now for a while, unless you just started playing. So that's kind of the issue with the power curve and with the pack weight for sure. And yeah, get your guys' comments down below in the comment section, because again, I know EA is going to be watching this, and you know, you can be honest, you can tell it how it is. They know, they can see the numbers on the videos like mine and others, where it's just the content community side of things, the guys that care about the content, not just log on ripping packs, but like they care about the game and the menus. It's lacking for sure. You see it on Twitter, you see everybody talking about it. And I think to get some change, we got to have these harder conversations and actually like be willing to speak about them, not just say, ah, man, this sucks. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why I wanted to make this video today. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we do have a little bit better content today, because like we talked about in yesterday's video, we have these leaks. You might call it copium, and I understand if you do, but like genuinely, this could be good. The daily sprint leagues, it didn't drop yesterday. Leagues in previous promos have dropped on Sundays, cups on Mondays normally, leagues on Sundays. So fingers crossed that the sprint leagues would come out today, have decent rewards. Maybe it's just going to be playstyle pluses and other evolutions, like positional evolutions, but maybe there's like a group reward at the end that is achievable, that just like, if this is made fun, this could be cool. So I'm hoping that is going to come out today. Same thing with an SBC for a player that would feel at least interesting to us, right? This Baresi card, who has been leaked as well, we're still looking out for him. He could be today, or it could be Gundogan as well. Gundogan's got striker, cam, and left wing. With those stats, if they make that card 150,000 coins, he's got 4 playstyle pluses. I would be down to try him out. I would probably, I don't have a center attacking mid slot in my 4-3-3-2, but he's got low driven plus. He could be used as like a false 9 striker, probably not on the wing, but that looks like a decent cam card there, to be honest. So that's an SBC that would be interesting. Same thing with Baresi, if it's affordable, if it's cheap. But the biggest thing of content today, besides that I'm looking forward to, is the icon player pick. This surprised us a little bit last week. We called it, but it was still a surprise. They added in the Shapeshifter Team 1 icons. Does that mean they're going to add in Dino and Cruyff through Shapeshifters Team 2 today? That could make this icon player pick a good bit more hype. Now, we'll say this. It would be nice if we could go up to 94 plus, right? Maybe they're going to take out future stars and put in Shapeshifters Team 2 today as well as a part of this. That would be nice. What would also be nice is if this isn't 8 squads, if it's only 4 squads, even if they get it down to 5, that'd be fantastic. EA, I know we've said it before. I'm okay with 91 and 92 rated squads here because fodder is so cheap. If you're, stacking up, if we get lucky enough to pack a couple of those shapeshifter cards, like 95 rated shapeshifters are 12K. Just require a 92 squad. We can get that done for sure right now in this game, and that would be so much more fun to complete an SBC that maybe is still even the same value as this. The 93 plus pick that we have right here, I'm going to take a quick look on Flipin to see what the price is. This is a SBC that is 273,000 coins because it's 8 squads. If they still make it 273K by requiring like 3 92 rated or 2 92 rated, it'd probably be too much if it was 3. But they keep it to 5 squads or under. We could be interested in that because it'd be easier to get done and quicker to get done. I know so many people that have exchanges full of 94 plus cards waiting to put them into something. If they make this worth it, it could be good, and it could be, I think presented in a lot better manner with less squads. Now, I will say, if they do something good today with this, like we saw last week, we got to be careful with the fodder prices. I know we've been talking about 87s and 88s being up. They're still up because of the 92 plus TOTS pick requiring them specifically. If this new icon pick requires specific ratings, watch out for that as well, because maybe the 89s, 90s, 91s could move if they're required specifically. That's something to watch out for. But if this pack has hype, if this pick has hype, what happened last week was it's got a lot of tradable packs for all these segments, right? Dino and Cruyff are going to be in this. There's going to be added hype regardless. Watch out for fodder because it actually could drop after content, and that could create a good little investing window for a little bit later in the week having a rise. This is the graph from last week, right? 88s were up, and then Sunday after content, they went from 9K down to 7K before rising back up into the week, all because of the supply from these packs tradable. Like, that's what made fodder drop last Sunday. So just keep an eye on that one there for the content today. Last thing I want to talk about is PTG investing. We're talking about this early because these games are starting on Wednesday. Is that correct? July 2nd, we've got Iceland, Finland, Switzerland, Norway. Now, the thing that makes it a little bit tricky is you've got Division Rivals rewards that are happening on Thursday every week that supply these cards, but these are live Path to Glory cards, and that means they have upgrades on the line, and some of the upgrades could be obtained in the first game. Like, let's say if Norway go out and cook in this first match on day 1 against Switzerland. I know Switzerland's one of the host countries, so they're not a bad team either, allegedly. Norway has some big names, though. Hegerberg, Graham Hansen, you never know. Like, if they go and score 3 goals, then who's the Norway live card? Gudo Reiten. Oh, my goodness. If Norway go and cook, Gudo Reiten would be getting a +1 and go to a 97 rated card. So I'm just saying, keep an eye on these because these cards could start going up even as soon as today. I know we maybe have a little bit of squad battle rewards action. I don't think these cards would drop that much, but keep an eye on a couple of these cards, specifically the Spanish cards like Irene Paredes. Keep an eye on this Gudo Reiten and some of the players that represent nations that are favorites, especially if they're not in Group D, because I think with PTG's cards always having a good bit of hype, these cards are going to start to get invested in pretty soon, and that means their prices could rise. They're pretty rare on the market, So that's just one thing I wanted to mention in the video today is we're going to be watching the situation very closely on these PTGs because there's going to be a lot of people that want to invest in them. And once you get a chance to invest in them and people do invest, then you're going to see the prices rise. Kind of like Guro. She's 320 right now. She was 280. So I think we're going to be, 500K flat. Yeah, I can't turn that down for you. That's low. We're going to be keeping a close eye on those cards in the market. I'm still doing a little bit of trading because, we got to make some coins out here. And also, like I always say, do what motivates you in this game, and that is what motivates me. What also motivates me is when the servers don't crash and I can actually buy cards in the market. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing on the market right now. Still flipping, still trading, but just watch those PTGs. Last thing, as the game is broken, is this was going around a lot yesterday on Twitter. It's just more than the Brazilian League, Liga MX that is coming in FC26, the Chilean League, and I think potentially more teams from the Argentinian League. There was a lot of people tweeting yesterday. A lot of stuff on my For You page on Twitter was popping up about like rights and stuff like that and licenses for 26 and 27. So I think there's some stirring in the waters there, and hopefully those are official announcements. We've heard that the Brazilian League and the Liga MX are going to have, specific teams, specific clubs from those leagues getting released in FC26, but nothing official from EA yet. So watch that very closely. And guys, have a good day today on Sunday, man. Good luck if you're playing Champs. 7 wins in dip is what I did. Didn't get great rewards, but I'm done with Champs now, and I'm ready for the leagues today. Fingers crossed that they absolutely drop. Have a great Sunday once again. If you did enjoy the video, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments for EA. And they're not sponsoring or like telling me to do this video, by the way. This is just me knowing that EA watched the videos and hoping to make the game better for all of us. Whatever you guys may say, that's the true heart behind this. But if you did enjoy the video once again, oh, look, it worked. Hey, finally, the servers worked. Did I say subscribe? Yeah, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Sunday. Peace out.